All right, welcome back to the channel. So, Teddy Atlas expresses his thoughts on Jaron Ennis and talks about how Jaron Ennis needs to fight these top tier guys, but he cannot blame Jaron Ennis because these guys just doesn't want to seem to fight him. And he also says that Jaron Ennis remind him of Tommy Hitman, Hitman Hearns, and he's the best since that time. So I'm gonna break it down to y'all. Let's talk about it in this video. King Jr. got another video for y'all. Please share that you like and subscribe to the channel, and also share the video to get all your latest boxing news. And remember to hit that bell icon to always be notified on when I'm going to release the news and give you guys as much as I possibly can. So with that being said, guys, let's get into this. Teddy Atlas, you guys know I rock with Teddy Atlas sometimes. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes Teddy Atlas is unbiased, sometimes Teddy Atlas biased. He's kind of in between 50-50. So I have to agree with Teddy Atlas on this one. Teddy Atlas recently discussed about Jaron Ennis' performance. And he says that Jaron Ennis, he has never seen a talent like Jaron Ennis. He's basically saying that one of the special type of fighters like a Roy Jones Jr., I'm gonna say this in my opinion, Joe Calzaghe, and so on and so forth. You guys know special type of fighters, Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard. And he says that Jaron Boots Ennis remind him of Tommy Hitman Hearns, because you guys remember when Tommy Hitman Hearns was fighting between the 70s and 80s and all the way up to the 90s, and he fought all the way up to 2005 towards the end of his career. You know, Tommy Hitman Hearns was a very, very big welterweight. And, you know, Jaron Ennis reminds him of that. And also, he believes that nobody is going to beat Jaron Ennis between 147 and 154 and up to 160 pounds. And Teddy Atlas stated that he wants to see Jaron Ennis fight Jaime Munguia. And I had to think about it to myself. And I said, well, the way the lackluster competition of Jaime Munguia that he pulled out of the Jamal Charlo fight, and he's not looking to fight the best competition, I truly believe Jaron Ennis beats Jaime Munguia because of the stylistically matchup. Because Jaime Munguia, he's not that special type of fighter. He's a come forward, straight fighter, you know, with a little amounts of defense, throw a little bit of wild punches, and try to land one, hopefully to get you knocked out. So Jaime Munguia is not a special type of fighter. So I feel like, guys, in my opinion, I told you guys this before, I feel like that Jaron Ennis could go all the way up to 175 pounds. I really truly believe, because of his skill set. Because I think Jaron Ennis is going to be pound for pound, and I think Jaron Ennis in the future, if he chooses to go up high in weight, he could be a 6th division world champion. He has the intangibles and all the tools to do it. And I said this before, he's basically Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. mixed between the two, because he's just that damn skilled. And it's a shame that these guys ain't going to fight him. We know that people was getting on Jaron Ennis on why he keeps calling out Errol Spence Jr. because he's hungry. He wants that Errol Spence Jr. fight. And Errol Spence Jr. already told him, look, you're going to get your shot. You know, you got to be just like me. Now, I would like to see Jaron Ennis fight all the tough competition in his way. But these guys simply just won't fight him. And the only guy I see really Jaron Ennis fighting that will step up to the plate to fight him is Imantas Stanionis, because Stanionis put on a great performance and a classic performance with Butchev just staying in the pocket, fighting straight forward. Now, I think that's a bad stylistic matchup for Stanionis, because Stanionis is going to be there to get hit, and Jaron Ennis is going to be looking out boxing, pressure to action to get Stanionis out of there. If Jaron Ennis gets Stanionis out within 3 to 4 rounds, or past the 6th round, just like Sergey Lipinets, that's a huge statement. And nobody wants to fight Jaron Ennis. Like Virgil Ortiz said, he wants to wait 4 years to fight Jaron Ennis. Conor Ben says, why should I fight Jaron Ennis? I want to fight basically the ex-champions and stuff like that. He's calling out Keith Thurman, Adrian Bronner, and so on and so forth. He just want to fight guys towards the end of his career. As you can see, he fought Chris Van Heeren, the guy, I think Errol Spence Jr. fought. Chris Van Heeren was a tough fight for Errol Spence Jr. at that time. And then when Chris Van Heeren's all washed up, Conor Ben just takes the action and press the fight, and hopefully they'll gas out. And that's how he basically knocked out Chris Van Heeren. So Teddy Atlas, I have to agree with Teddy Atlas on this. Jaron Ennis is the best. I do believe he's going to range between 154, 147, 160, 168, 175. I think Jaron Ennis could go all the way up to 175 in my opinion, but I don't think Jaron Ennis is going to go up that high. I think he's going to stop at 160 pounds, and I cannot wait to see Jaron Ennis shine. It's really impressive what this young man does. And I just hope he gets the big fights. Jaron Ennis, you know, just keep calling out the guys. I know you want Errol Spence Jr. I know you feel like that you can beat these guys, but these guys have no interest in fighting over you. I'm not saying they duck you, whatever the case may be. They have bigger problems to take care of their own because they have to fight each other. And then Errol Spence Jr. is looking to make his way up to 154. Now, if you really want Errol Spence Jr. that bad, you can catch Errol Spence Jr. at 154 pounds because Terrence Crawford, he's not going to be looking to fight you because Terrence Crawford said he wants to fight Errol Spence Jr. and he wants to fight Jermell Charlo and retire. So Terrence Crawford is starting to lose his focus for the sport of boxing because he's just basically ready to start spending more time with his family and stuff like that. So Errol Spence Jr. still is going to be in the game, and you can fight Errol Spence Jr. at 154 when you get ready. But I would like to see Jaron Ennis get undisputed at 147 and 54 and maybe 60. So Jaron Ennis actually have that chance to be 3-time undisputed champion because of the skill set. Now, he's going to have a lot of roadblocks throughout his career because these guys just simply ain't going to fight him. Now, Castillo Clayton, now that fight was just a guy, he just came in to lay down and get a paycheck. So that really wasn't a fight. And I truly believe that Jaron Ennis is going to be a really great. So wherever the case may be, so I have to agree with Teddy Atlas. I do think that Jaron Ennis is the best since Tommy Hitman Hearns. He is a special fighter. I think he is a special fighter. He can't help the fact that he's just fighting nobodies, and a lot of people like to use this scenario, all Jaron Ennis, if you rush him in there too much with Erickson Lubin and stuff like that. Well, first of all, Erickson Lubin and Jaron Ennis is two different people. Everybody was gassing up Erickson Lubin because they thought he was going to beat Jermell Charlo, which the case may be. And a lot of people are starting to gas up Jaron Ennis, but I see why people is gassing up Jaron Ennis because Jaron Ennis wants to prove to the world that he is the best fighter. Jaron Ennis, when I see him train on YouTube and see him train, do the training and stuff, he takes his boxing very seriously. He's very disciplined. He's looking to do nothing but fight the best of the best. I guaranteed, if you would have threw Jaron Ennis with Jermell Charlo, I guarantee Jaron Ennis will give Jermell Charlo a run for his money because Jaron Ennis has to get a dedication. He wants to focus on the sport of boxing. He wants to make his dad proud. He has a very good relationship with his dad. He listened to what his dad tells him, and Jaron Ennis is going to be great for a very long time. And I have to agree with Teddy Atlas once again. He's a special fighter. He looks like Tommy Hearns. He's going to reign between 147, 54, and 60 because these guys are simply just not going to be ready for him. He's just going to completely wash these guys. I don't know about wash them, but I know he's going to beat them. And Teddy Atlas would like to see Jaron Ennis go up to 160, but Jaron Ennis has a lot of work to do at 47, and I want to see him dominate and conquer 147 when Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford exit the division when the belts is scattered and collect all those belts once again. So the competition I would like to see Jaron Ennis fight is Immanuel Stanionis. I think Stanionis will be a straight-up guy. Now, Stanionis might want a little bit of money, but I think Stanionis ain't ducking no smoke. I think Stanionis will give Jaron Ennis the fight, and it'll make for an interesting fight, and that will be Jaron Ennis' toughest competition and would be one of the best names on his resume because Immanuel Stanionis beat a good name within Butiev. So whatever the case may be. So guys, with that being said, it is what it is. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. This is your boy King Jr. I'm out of here. Peace.